Hi everybody, welcome back to our Stamperia Forest mini album project. And I've got a few things ready for us to continue on. This is a mini album. It does use the collection Forest from Stamperia, as well as black, burgundy, craft, and green artisan cardstock from Country Craft Creations. So let me go ahead and show you where we're at. You'll see I've added a little something to the cover, and we'll get into that in a minute. This is the spine piece that I showed you last time. I went ahead and glued that on. I decided on using a chain closure for this book. Now, if you do not want to use a chain closure, I'm going to show you first how to do, another option, which is my binder clip closure. And what you would do for that is attach a piece of seam binding or ribbon to the back of the book, have it come around here like this, tie it to a bulldog clip, and then just clip the book closed. Okay, but this is what I've decided to do. These are little Tim Holtz brads that have a ring on them, and I'm going to put one on the front. I've already put the one on the front, and then the back of it will be hidden by the mat, and I'm going to put one on the back as well. So let me go ahead and do that so we can mat the back. So take your ruler. You want to measure up 3 3/4 inches. Measure up 3 3/4 and in a half. Might want to use a pencil for this because it's a little hard to see that marker. I can't see that at all. Hang on. I am going to use. I have a little white marker. All right, so up 3 3/4 and in a half. Might want to switch to a smaller ruler. This one is awkward for something this big. Okay. And now I am going to use my We Are Memory Keepers Crocodile. And this has 2 sizes of hole punch on it, a small and a large. And I'm going to use the small, which there we go. I was just clearing it out so you can see. Right, so I am just going to center that dot that I just made and punch. Okay, so now I have a hole. Okay. Now, you know what? I should have put this guy on first, but that's all right. We can fix it. All right, so let's go ahead and mat this, and then we need to put that hole that I can punch it through from the back. All right, so mat the back, then do what I just did. Okay. Love this fox. There we go. Then, I'm just going to clear the hole that I did in my hole punch. It tends to retain whatever it is you've punched in there, and you have to clear it out. Okay, and then I'm just going to re-punch it from this side. Well, I can't see it. Hang on. now we have our little hole. Then you're going to take your brad and insert that in the hole that you just made. And again, that is going to be covered by the mat on the inside. Did I put that on upside down? Oh my God, I did. Okay. Can I get it off? Okay, I am back. And what I ended up doing is I got out my heat gun and I attempted to heat this upside down cover off, which I was not able to do with any real success. So I just cut another piece, put it over the top, and I had damaged my cover a little bit when I did it. So I just put this little border piece there to cover any untowardness, and I think it looks fine. You will be more careful, please, and not put yours on upside down. Okay, fortunately I had extra paper. Alright, so now back to where we were. We are inserting this little brad. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now we have a little ring front and back. Get rid of some of these tools that I don't need. Alright. My goodness. Well, I'm sorry about that, but sometimes I feel like if you see me make mistakes, it's probably encouraging, since everybody does it. Okay. And of course, we're going to add things to this cover. But let's get back to this inside front cover. Okay. And what we are going to do, this is going to be the mat, but we're also going to do a secretarial pocket, which is one of my favorites. So let's take that aside. Let's get our scoreboard. All right. And this piece is 5 by 6. You want to put the 5-inch side across the top of your scoreboard. Score at 1/2 inch. Rotate and score at 1/2 inch. Okay. Then you want to create a curve, okay, which you can eyeball if you feel up to it, or you can grab a plate or something else round to draw this. I'm looking around me for something round. I have this lid. It is the perfect size. Okay. This lid is 6 inches. So you want a 6-inch, give or take, circular item. You want to line up with the top and the side. Hang on, let me move this so you can see. So I've got, it's lined up just with the top and with the side over here. And I'm just going to draw with my pencil. And then I'm going to cut that. Probably should use bigger scissors, but I do not have them handy. Now, you could cut this, you could leave it square if you want. That's up to you. All right, now we need a mat for that. And this is going to be the background. So, of course, now I've opened a whole new 12 by 12 in case I need it. Hopefully you will not botch your cover and won't need it. This would be pretty, I think. Oh, you know what though? It's got text that goes a specific way. I think I could just make it. All right, so how does that look with that? It looks fine. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. I'm just laying it on my 2 score marks. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? Turn this over, and I'm going to turn the mat over. And by doing that, the score marks here make a little bit of a bump, and you can actually just bump it up against those to help you line it up. Hey, Jolly, you going to help? If you'd been here a little while ago, you might have prevented me putting that cover on upside down. Okay. Yeah. Or if I'd had the right glasses on, which are over here. Okay. Permanent. Okay, so then I am just going to take this same cover. Hey, scoot. You know what? I think I should cut this. Hang on. Honey, how am I going to cut that with you there? Sorry, I'm rattled by doing my cover wrong. 4.5. Okay. You can see. All right, so I'm centering that top to bottom, and then I'm going to take, I'm going to take a little bit more off the side. Try to find the easiest way to do this for you. Do it that way. Yeah. All right, so I am going to line this up. All right. Sorry. Let's see if we can figure out how you can see this. Okay. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. So here's our pocket. I'm going to line the mat up. I'm trying to decide. I think I need to cut the hair more off. There we go. Okay, so we're going to line that up as it's going to go, which is actually going to be like that, because that text, you know what? I don't care that the text is going to be upside down. I like it better like this, so that's how I'm doing it. And then I'm going to take our lid and line it up with the top edge of the mat and the top edge and the side edge of the mat, giving it about equal reveal, and draw a line. I hope you could see that. That looks pretty good. I think I may want to smooth that upper corner, but I'll do that after it's matted. Okay. All right, and we are using Distress Ink Walnut Stain. And again, I am putting this on with this like this, even though there's text here and the text is going to be upside down. I don't think it's terribly visible. It's not, for me, it's not a problem. I would rather do that than cut a whole sheet just to get the text right side up. then I am going to just trim that down just a hair. That looks better. And then I feel like this corner right there is a little sharp, so I'm just going to take my scissors and just give it a little trim. Okay, and then we're going to cut the corner out, and we're going to cut these two corners out. There we go. And let's see, I gotta tape these two. I might as well tape them first. I have a feeling that she may be on my tape. Oh, here it is. So pretty. All right. Now, I'm going to give you an option for the back cover that I'll show you in a minute. If you don't like the option I'm about to give you for the back cover, you can just make two of these. Just make sure you make them in opposite directions. The front cover will face this way, the back cover will face that way. Sweetheart, I need this book now. Thank you. Okay, so this is going to go here, but first we're going to put down this pocket. Can you see? All right, so it's going to go there. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. Okay. And you know what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put a piece of tape over the back of that brad. Just to keep it in place. And we'll do the same on that back one. Now let's put this pocket down. I'm just going to peel up this tape off the side and adhere the bottom. And then we'll just start with this corner. And you can see it's in just slightly from the edge. I didn't want it right on the edge. And then this piece is going to go in here, just like that. Cute. All right, so let's go ahead and ink that, get that down. Okay. Oh, heavens. Oh, I'm having a day. Okay, let's get that in there. Okay, there we go. Done. Okay. And what did I do with my baby wipe that I just had? Here it is. I think I need to get out a new one. This one's getting kind of grubby. Go. Okay, just getting out some baby wipes. That's nice. I like the way that looks. Okay. Then we still have this page we're going to get back to. Let's talk about this inside back cover. Again, if you do not want to do what I'm going to do, just repeat this on this side. What I'm going to do is, now if you remember when we made, and I have it right here, this is Spring Botanic, and this book was designed to be a garden journal. Okay, and it has actually the same sort of cover arrangement here. And then on the back, it has a notebook tucked into a belly band, and this is an all-weather notebook that you could take out into the garden, which seemed a perfect fit for this. I'll have a link down below to where you can get those. And I'm going to do something similar here. Those notebooks came in a set of 3, so I have some. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a smaller belly band than what I used on that one. So I'm going to put this down. Then I'm going to attach a small belly band here and tuck the notebook into it. And that way, if you decide to use this book as a travel journal or a nature journal, or keep track of pictures from hiking or camping or whatever, you can take that little all-weather notebook, we're going to ink that with you, journal in it, and then insert it into this book. Again, if you don't want to do that, then just repeat the front cover, what we just did with the pocket. Just put a second pocket. Or you could leave it plain. But when you buy those all-weather notebooks, if you've got the one for that book, they come in a set of 3, so you'll have one floating around the house if you haven't already used it for something else. I love this because my cats sleep cuddled up like that a lot. It's so cute. There we go. Okay, so now for the belly band, I am using a piece. Now this will be dependent on your notebook. If you're using a different notebook, you'll need to adjust. But I'm using one 5.5 by 2. And you're going to score each end at a 1/2 inch. Okay. And then I have cut this mat out of one of the scraps that I had. And that's just going to go there. And I didn't really leave a lot of space around it. Maybe a 32nd of an inch, if that. Then we're going to tape now. We want to place this centered and near the top, and I'm going to grab our notebook. And these are the notebooks, all weather, repelling rain, sweat, grime. And so I'm just ripping that off, and you can see it's got measurements on the back. And my natural inclination would be to decorate this cover, but I'm not going to because we don't want to remove, render it no longer waterproof. All right, so I think if we put it just about an inch from the top, that'll be fine. Turn this over. And you know what? I think I'm going to grab a clear ruler. Making myself some space. I'm going to do it an inch or so from like that, just to give myself an idea. And this is, let's see, just about there. I think that's actually bothering me more than it's helping me. Okay. Go. That is huge. We covered up our little snuggling foxes a little bit, but that's okay. So this will go right in there. Easily removed and replaced and whatnot. I like that. And we will take it out while we work on this. But I am really happy with this so far. So initially I had planned to leave this page plain because I just like to have a plain page. But we have all these plain pages. So what I'm thinking of doing, and the problem that I'm having is I don't have a magnet and I need a magnet to do it. Maybe. I might be able to work it. What I think I'm going to do, hang on, is take some of these cut aparts, and I think I need one more, and do an upside down waterfall, one that goes this way. Or we could just do a traditional one that goes this way. I mean, either way it doesn't matter that much, but it's narrow because it's just going to have these on it, and you'd put small pictures on it. So the reason I haven't done it yet is I've been dithering all this time whether I really want to do this or not. And if I do, do I want to use this for the background, or do I want to use that for the background? I feel like I want to use this. So, let's make the thing and then we'll decide. All right, so I feel like we should. is. Alright, so what I have, junk all over my desk is what I have. Okay, I have pieces 2 7/8 by 4 3/8. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. Then I have a piece 2 7/8 by 6 1/2. That'll be our base. And I need to score. So score one short end of all of these waterfall pieces. And tape. Is tape. Now, the reason that I'm thinking of doing this as an upside down waterfall, let me fold this. Burnish. Okay, is it would go in the book like this and then flip down. And the reason for that is these have that corner on them. And I thought, well, if I did that, I could echo that corner on the actual piece. But I'm just not sure I want to do that. I kind of feel like I'd rather just do it this way and not cut those corners off. So that's how I'm going to do it. But if you want to do it the way I just mentioned, feel free. All right. And good. All right. So just line that top one up with the top edge and down the side. And then each subsequent one will just bump up against that first one. It's hard to see this black on black, but by the same token, if you can't see it, then whoever's looking at your book is also not going to be able to see if something's slightly out of whack. Okay. Oops, did I just put that in the wrong place? Yep, I did. Alright, in my defense, that was not a matter of not paying attention, that was a matter of blindness. I actually thought I was up against the right spot. There you go. goodness, I feel like I'm flailing around today. Sorry about that. All right, now, there we go. Okay. Now, when that comes down, you'll see this bottom one is just slightly wide, and that's because we purposely cut it a little big so that you could trim it at the end to adjust, okay? So there should be 1/2 inch between, and there is 5/8. So I just need to remove 1/8. I think I could use just a hair more. That's good. So the issue that I have is I need to hold this down, and I only have one magnet, and it's definitely too much for a washer or anything like that. But what I'm wondering is, I do have some other magnets. I just don't like them because they're fat. So hang on. Let me see. Like these, look how fat they are. They're like twice as fat as those. I got these at Home Depot a long time ago. They're kind of emergency magnets. But I'm thinking we have so many layers happening here that I might be able to hide that underneath. And it wouldn't be too obvious. That's what I am thinking we could do. Or we could use a tie, because I really hate this magnet and I don't want to use it. We could use something like a tie, or I could wait, put it in without the magnet, and attach a magnet after they arrive, because I have them on order. So I think what I'm going to do, because I don't want to use those fat magnets. All right, so what I need for this, because I can still map the outside of this waterfall, because the magnets, oh no I can't, because the magnet's going to go on the front of one of these. All right, but I am going to need a 5th and a 6th. I only cut 4 of these. I'm going to need 2 more. And then, yeah, so I'm going to use this paper, I think, because I have this paper right here. So maybe I should use this side. And then put that. Don't really like that much. Let me see. We have this, which I like a lot better. Yeah, much better. Okay, so we'll use this. And that needs to be, this is a full size, so 4 7/8 wide by 6 7/8 high. this here. Is good. All right. And then we have our waterfall piece, which we're just going to center right there. But I feel like I want to wait until it's matted, and I need a magnet before I can mat it. Oh, I'm so frustrated. I can't believe I ran out of magnets. I usually order those so far ahead. I'm looking around to see if on the off chance I've stuck a magnet somewhere, which I have been known to do, but I don't see any. All right, so that's going to be something we're going to come back to. All right, well, given how many mistakes I've made today, I think we better call it quits. Actually, in my defense, I think this is the 4th video I've recorded today, so maybe I'm just tired. Okay, so I am going to try to get some gold chain before I finish this, but if not, we'll keep working with this and I'll show you what to do with it. And then we are going to do some decoration on this cover, so I'm going to go through my stash and see what I have in the way of embellishments. I know that I am going to, hang on, do some fussy cutting, but maybe... Here we go. All right, this is what I was looking for. All right, so this is from the 8x8. So I'm going to fussy cut some of these. I don't know. I may fussy cut some of these. I'll wait and see. The scale on these might be a little off. Although these birds are good. And some of the greenery. So we'll do some fussy cutting. I have cut aparts. These are the 8x8, but of course I also have the ones from the 12x12. I have these larger tags. We'll cut some of those. And then I have these. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to use yet for the cover, but I'll probably cut all those things out before next time. And we will see where we get. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to use some of these on the cover. And some of the greenery from both. And we'll just see what we end up with. I definitely want to do something dimensional. I hope I end up doing something dimensional. I should have some foam squares somewhere. If not, I will use chipboard. But anyway, that's a bridge we'll cross when we get to it. So, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry I flailed around so much in this one, but we got there. And we have the cover fully matted. We have the inside fully matted. We just need to decide if we want to match this here or not. I'm kind of leaning towards not. Just do the one. And then the waterfall here. And then we have inserts and embellishments, finish our cover. So I would say we probably have 2 more videos to go, probably. I think one will just be on the cover, and the other one will be on the cover and putting this waterfall in, and then the other one will be inserts and embellishments. So I will see you next time, and we will do one or the other of those things. And I guess that's it. Thanks again for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you have, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I will see you next time, and we'll continue with this album. Thank you. See you next time.